Here's a general prep or first part of the warm-up that I'm going to do for most of my workouts. General prep is coupled with pattern grooving. So general prep is what we do just to get the ligaments, the joints warm, make sure that you're ready to move. And then the pattern grooving is actually taking the movements that we're doing in the workout and going through those lightly in a build-up. So follow this. This is going to be a little bit faster pace. So for those of you who have not done one of our general preps before, have a look in the link below, go to our normal 5-minute general prep, and this is going to take about 10 to 12 minutes. Flow with me, pause it, go at your own pace, whatever you need to do. Here's a great way to get ready for a workout. As always, let's start. Hands and knees, let's work on specifically the spine. Flex and extend. Gently segment each of those vertebrae. Tuck the chin. Get that tailbone pointed up. A couple cracks. And from here, we're going to rock from a child's pose into extension. Notice how I rotate my hands. So arms overhead in the child's pose, fingers forwards, fingers out, thumbs forwards. This is going to help protect the wrists. And I'm just gently adding a little bit of pressure into that low back. So as I continue to flow through this, I'm also going to lean left and right, try and bias different sides of the back and shoulders. And just move back and forth. One more here. Hips come forwards. Dropping down. Now we get into a tabletop here. I'm gonna drop my hips down to one side, look over the opposite shoulder. Try to keep those hips in line with the knees. Don't let them drift too far forwards. Another 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, knees a little wider. Hand underneath chin, stabilize. We're gonna begin first set of rotations. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, onto your butt. Moving through the hips. Okay, and for me specifically, I find this helps loosen up the back by allowing these hips to rotate freely through the pelvis and legs to rotate freely through the pelvis. 3, 2, and then I end up in a 90-90. This helps unlock some range of motion. So 90-90 position here. We're going to go into the second rotation. I'm going to reach forwards, forearm down to the ground, looking up and over that opposite shoulder, and then I'm going to come into a cross-legged position. So I don't need to be fully cross-legged, but I want to hinge, feel a stretch in the outside of the hips, length through the spine, and I really want to push this back leg back to separate the front and back leg. Forearm comes down. If you're familiar with this, just go at your own pace. 4, 3, 2, last one here. 1. And now from that 90-90 position, I'm going to windshield wiper over. Same thing, remember that back leg, move it back, set up the rotation, cross leg for 5. Last one. All right, we're gonna pop up into a half frog. One leg out, one knee back, and I just want to gently pulse. Feel that stretch into the inside of the leg, into the groin, hinging back and forth while keeping my back straight. 2, 1, switch sides. 2, 1. Now going into a full pigeon or full frog. So knees, get them as wide as you can, all right, without putting too much pressure. You just want a little bit of pressure. Insides of the feet flat on the ground, and then just pulse. Move those hips back. Move those hips back. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to put my left hand forwards and rotate my left hip back to center. Right hand forwards, rotate the right hip. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to stay in this rotated position. I'm lengthening my back leg. I'm going to be going through the hip flexors or psoas and allowing that hip to just come down to the ground. I'm leveraging myself on my arms. Fingers are out to avoid pressure on the wrists. I'm looking over the opposite shoulder, pointing the toes, and then breathing. Just allow myself to get a little bit lower. And then I'm going to come back to center. Do the same thing with the other side. Left hand forwards, left leg out. Open up the wrists. Point the toe, rotate, look over up the opposite shoulder. Feeling that pull through the high hip flexor. We're going into the torso now. Another 3, 2, 1. Then come back out of this. Sinking back, and then you get one knee, 1 foot forwards. Start to rock. Feel the pull in the front of the back hip. Introduce the upper body a little more now. So rotating. So I'm purposely rotating through this shoulder. A couple reasons. Create a little more tension through the hips, but also transitioning to that upper body. 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to reach back, up, across, and down. Going back to that hip flexor. Just like a throwing motion. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to switch sides. Strongly encourage you, if you haven't done this before, record yourself, then compare to what I'm doing. If it does not look like a throw, you're probably not getting the timing right. Hard to explain in a 5-rep sequence here. Okay, but film yourself, watch it. 2, 1, reach back, throw. In order to create that tension first, reach, throw. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to go into the hamstrings. I'm going to straighten out the leg. I want to first find a position that allows me to straighten the knee, my toes up. It's not going to put too much stretch on the hamstring. And then I want to hinge, and then I want to come forwards. I want to hinge, come forwards. 9, 8, 7. Still getting that pull in the back of the hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Okay, find a position. Allows me not to have too much tension. Toe up to the shin. Forwards and back. 9, 8, 7. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, then transition into the squat. Heels off the ground. Back catcher position. Pedaling out. Okay, loosening up through the calves, bottom of the foot, through the hips, and now we're going to sink those heels into the ground. Get a little bounce. Put one hand on the ground, but leverage your arms inside the knees and rotate for 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Standing up, shaking it out, 5 full squats. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, into the upper body. Circles forwards, loosen up to the shoulders. Pay attention to what your shoulders are doing towards the ears. It's okay if they go up, just know what they're doing. Backwards. Allow those shoulders to come up and sink back down. 3, 2, 1. Across the body, rotate those shoulders just like we're doing with those hip stretches. 3, 2, 1. Palms are up. I'm going to rotate one palm down and reach my chin towards the palm that's up. Alternate. Feet flat on the ground. Lengthen through the neck and through the shoulder. Get a little bit of a nerve floss. You feel that going along the arm into the shoulder. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both palms up. Reach that opposite shoulder blade. 10, 9, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, wall arm slide. If you don't have this wall or don't have a wall available for you, lie down on the floor, flat on your back, low back against the ground, back against the wall, elbows, backs to the hands, press. 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, coming onto the ground, into a beast position. Hands on the shoulders, knees under the hips. First, some scat push-ups, pressing, squeezing those shoulder blades. 9, 8, 5, 4. Keep your knees up. 2, 1. Feet wider, hands narrower, shoulder tap. 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to beast. Knees off the ground. We're going to go under switch. Screw that shoulder socket. Hips come up, extend, and then reach. Going 6. Slow and controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk into a tall plank. Okay, from this position, I want to go down into a plank and back up, push up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, tall plank, 5 push-ups. Here we go. Inchworm up. Slowly up. Hands on the top of the hips. One more. Round the spine. Hang out. Lean back and forth. Rotate. Keep that chin tucked. Hands on the top of the hips. Press forwards. Good. General prep complete. Now, depending on the workout you're doing, you go into your pattern grooving. How we do that is build in our build-up sets. So treat the first set as a warm-up. Go through those motions. Focus on your patterning. Don't go heavy. Then the next set, increase that weight. Have fun. See you in the next one.